When we talk about dangerous birds, you might think of birds of prey or even large fowl. Surprisingly, some birds can pose huge risks despite their size. As a matter of fact, dangers from birds can come in ways that you might not think of. This time, stay with us as we are looking at 10 of the most dangerous birds in the world. Number 10. The European herring gull may remind you of the beach at first glance, but these birds can get quite testy during nesting season. From April to June, these birds would span across the coastlines of Europe to lay eggs on beaches, gathering in pairs that mate for life. When eggs are incubating, the males of this species would vehemently protect the area. They would look out for any potential threat that might be lurking. They are so territorial that they will even kill unknown chicks of their own kind. Even though they might be a little frisky when protecting their young, they're otherwise curious birds, having tendency to steal food you dropped on the beaches and nose about to see if you have anything to offer up. Number 9. The Australian magpie looks very similar to the American crow or raven, but don't let their good looks fool you. These guys are fiercely territorial with reports of attacks every year. When any perceived threat is around their nesting area, they will try to swoop at the intruder. If they can, they will continue this behavior, getting more aggressive each time. It is such a common occurrence in Australia that the locals refer to their nesting season as swooping season. Not only can they pose hazards and risks of infection, these swooping towards humans may cause the victims to panic, causing trip and fall, and in some cases, death. Number 8. Mute swans are notorious for mating in lifelong pairs and swimming gracefully. These beautiful creatures might look quite peaceful on the water, but they don't take any threats lightly. In fact, they are known to be the most aggressive waterfowl. These hostile birds would drive out nearly all nearby critters when it comes time to mate, nest, and raise their young. They even chase native birds from their nests to make the space solitary while they occupy it. Even though swans can be very cantankerous if you disturb them, you can avoid this behavior altogether by steering clear of nesting sites. These graceful creatures can be lovely to kick back and watch, but it's best to keep your distance. Number 7. The great northern loon are beautiful waterfowls that might look harmless, but they can actually get quite aggressive during nesting season. Since their beaks can shred and tear, they can cause some damage if you happen to be near their eggs. If they feel threatened, they will quite literally use their beak as a sword to stab the intruder. Even scarier, they tend to target the head, neck, and eyes. Your best bet is to stay as far away from them as you can during nesting season. Number 6. The red-tailed hawk is a vicious, relentless hunter in the wild. These efficient flyers are incredibly fast with their targeting and are equipped with impressively strong talons to topple and grasp their prey. Approaching their nest during the breeding season, there's a good chance that you'll experience a hawk attack. While most hawk attacks result in only minor injuries, these strong talons may cause some serious deep cuts. Number 5. While looking stunningly impressive, great horned owl is a fierce hunter. Even though considered rare, there are some cases where an owl might attack a hiker or walker if they get close to its nest. In fact, they can even be a real threat to house pets if you live in the country. Small breed dogs and cats can be easy targets for these large birds. Luckily, most dogs and cats are indoors or seek shelter at night, making this possibility rare. Number 4. One look at the lammergeier might be enough to scare you. In this case, looks aren't deceiving. These large birds tend to dine on carrion and bones. Not much of a threat to living creatures, but there's a twist. These birds carry a name that translates to lamb vulture. In fact, they are large enough to carry off livestock, and even small children. But still, these vultures prefer dead things. However, if you're walking in their territory, it can be really dangerous. Usually, these birds would take large bones high in the air to break them by dropping them onto the rocks below. If you're unfortunate enough to be beneath it during this occurrence, it will definitely do some damage. Number 3. The emu the second largest bird in the world, looking remarkably similar to their ostrich cousins, equipped with long, powerful legs that allow them to propel forward at great speeds, and also to kick. This bird would ward off any predators by kicking them with a very strong force. And with sassy attitudes in captivity, these guys can be very dangerous if not handled properly. Number 2. Originating from Africa, the ostrich is the largest bird in the world. What they lack in flight, they make up for with great speed. And from all that exercise, their legs can be very powerful. There is a popular myth that when an ostrich is scared, it buries its head in the sand. While it might look like that from a distance, it is not true. These birds simply stretch out on the ground as a form of camouflage. However, when it comes to fight or flight, they can deliver a powerful kick. Number 1. The colorful-faced cassowary is a marvel to behold. While they are gorgeous without question, they are actually the most dangerous bird to humans. And it won't be much of a surprise to you once you spot the daggers on the inner part of their legs. Much like a rooster, they have a defense mechanism to kick and slice potential threats. While looking extremely deadly to us, it actually serves them well in the wild.